We back? Stream did just literally die. Like, OBS stopped working. Like, everything was fine. It just automatically stopped stream. We good? Welcome back. Refresh. Yeah, it's all good. That was just you? No, 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 no. It was everybody. It was everybody. It was actually a really good thing I turned. How much did you guys miss? Or did I catch it, like, immediately? Two or 3 minutes? Great. We're in the workshop. Great. Okay, well, we're certifiably not doing that now. This is where the map looks like. I just completed a Morajai in the Solarium for a allowance token. And that's it. That's cool. I love how I'm gonna have to double upload to YouTube now. Okay. Cool, we're back. We're good. Yeah, it may have been when my shit got fucked. But we're here now, so we're good. And the only other thing I did was take some notes on the pawn and nuance being green, even though I think I already knew that. I didn't have to do this. Apologies, chat. You're going to get hit with ads. Well, I guess this is about the same time for ads, so it's not actually going to be that much of an issue. So never mind. I take everything I said back. I think this is an okay spot for the conference room. Dead end. Rerolls is good. Corner room preferred. Guess I could do a closed exhibit here. I'm not really doing a green room strat. We are indeed back. We are indeed back. Okay, I actually need the gems here, so I have to think about this one. The black box that... The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. So it's either in here or here. Let's just trust the black box here. It was correct, which means we can also go back and get the other two, which I think I'm going to do anyway. I don't know, we're actually... Ooh, shit, fucked that. Fucked that up. Just go like boom. And then tunnel here maybe. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Chat, you're about to get hit with ads. You know the drill. Damn, I was hoping that the clock would have been stuck here. Can I see the clock in the background? Nope. 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 Because your loser ass is sitting in front of it. Hello, puppies. Looking very official today. Thank you. Thank you. I just got a big ass coat on. I gotta do a bunch of laundry. That's what tomorrow's for. Broken lever? I didn't know you could dig up a broken lever. That's awesome. Cozy? Yes, sir. My drafting strategy is going to be for today. Certifiably not this. Give me that. Ding. Yeah. So we've actually gone backwards since we've been getting stars. Now that we have the Inkwell letting us do rerolls. Spare bedroom renders the corridor useless. Which means we're only pulling off of the parlor at this point. Not a bad move, though. I don't know if I need the keys nearly as much as I did before. I don't know. Do I risk a reroll here? Oh, I could just dead end the lavatory. Let's go for hopefully another dead end that's better. Nice. Yeah, let's do the attic. For sure, for sure. Usually it pays up its dividends. So we can make a sledge, super sledge now. I think I'm still missing one item that's craftable. I do not remember what all of that is, to be honest. God, I'm not gonna get the showroom again, am I? Compass plus backpack? Yeah. I think so. I feel like I scribbled it out, though. So I may have already done it. Yeah, the backpack plus the compass, because that does the, I think as you enter a room, it picks up all the gold gems. Not gems, gold keys. I think it's just the gold and the keys. I am probably gonna put the lockpick and the metal detector together. Just to give us better odds when we're unlocking stuff. I think is how I want to do. Oh god, every time I get to the page about a new clue, I get really mad. because there's so much, and I just don't. I need a jumping off point. Which one is it then? Yeah, because we did the backpack and the compass. We did the one item that wasn't actually in the digest, which is the coin purse and the lucky rabbit's foot. That's been done. I don't know. Let's go into the workshop. Let's see what we got. Because we got shovel. Coupon book isn't used in anything. So shovel, backpack, lever. Gives us the jackhammer. I don't actually remember what the jackhammer does, but because it's not 3 things. 3 question marks. We've made it. Shovel push compass, maybe? Okay. That's fine. That's doable. I can find it. You're done with manga? You think the vast majority is written for young adults, which is fine, but clearly not for you? That's fair. That's perfectly fine. I do know that there is a... Yeah, buddy. Obviously, having the language barrier of not speaking Japanese also does not help. Because I'm sure there's a vast wealth of manga that is meant for adults that just has not been translated to English or German, you know? So if you're feeling like learning a new language... I do think there are plenty of stories meant for adults out there. But it just depends. I'll pass? Yeah, no, I figured. You are, to quote, too old. I still don't feel very confident about blocking that off, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I forgot to use the wind-up key in that other parlor. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. For now, at least. Spare bedroom for sure right now. Oof. Good. Unlocked. Give me this. I'm just thinking, if most people think Berserk is the best manga out there, this is clearly not for you. Not hitting on Berserk, but stuff is pretty silly to you at times. I mean, yeah, it's an action dark fantasy series. I certainly don't think Berserk is like the peak. But I can't say I've read deep into Berserk, so I don't know. And I do know that Berserk is, you know, heralded as like a genre defining piece of dark fantasy. But I would not be surprised if it still falls into some you know, goofier trappings. I don't want to block this part off. This is the problem. Yeah, and my only recommendation, I'm not entirely sure if you'd like anyway. But I know Urasawa. I don't know if we've mentioned Monster or Homunculus before to you. Urasawa is not Homunculus. What am I saying? 20th Century Boy is Urasawa. Homunculus, not Urasawa, but also good. Yeah, 21st Century Boy and Monster and Pluto, I'm pretty sure, are all Urasawa. But that's for only if you decide to try again later on down the line. I don't want to. I'm not. My goal here is not to try and convince you otherwise. I think if you weren't gonna like Berk, it's gonna be harder for you. But I feel like Berk is a good. Let's do a reroll. Interim spot. Damn, that was actually bad. Let's do the lab. Key. Excuse me. Let's just print dice. Yeah, let's do that. That seems fun. Okay, I need a T junction here. Perfect. Damn. Library here is fine. I don't have very many feet. We are in foot hell right now. Probably should have visited the kitchen somewhere along this run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really bad use of the aquarium here. At least I'll get stuff off the sleeping mask for that. Let's make sure I make the right turn here. +5, so it's actually +3, but it's still feet. Thank you. Thank you for the hammer, my boy. Welcome in, welcome in. No Kubrick yet. No Kubrick yet. Movie night was last night. We ended up watching The Boy and the Heron. We specifically watched the English dub. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably one of the weakest Miyazaki. Man's getting old. Yeah, I can totally understand that. It was still beautiful as always, but I think the general plot was slightly a little loosey goosey in there. Not that that's necessarily an issue, especially in a movie that's predominantly marketed towards children. Man, this bedroom run very bad. I need to make sure I keep putting that in a room with foot traffic. Did I go in here? I did not. I should. I need gems. What did we say? Compass. We do the compass backpack. Shovel the compass. Shovel the compass. No gems. That's fucked up, man. Okay, this is what I get for having no gems. Okay. What was I doing? Library. No, I wanted to go back to the workshop. Because we're probably not getting what I needed today. Anyhow. Let me cut back. Gallery puzzle time. We'll try. We've got a bunch of people in here. Session was crazy, and is getting very good at the RP aspect. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think the most important part about role play is truly finding yourself in a character. It's something I'm actually sort of trying to explore in my script right now. I am kind of talking about the moment that, like, my brain actually understood what was happening at a table. And I think it's once you actually get that level of bleed, that sort of magic of, like, I am my character right now. That's the key. And then you're hooked, right? I'm gonna go hard in New Orleans by Night. I bet she will. She really did. She almost started actually crying in and out of character during a scene. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's what it's all about. Chopping onions at the table. Greatest thing I've ever done. Compass, shovel, dowsing rod. Nope, we got that. Compass, backpack, electromagnet, compass, sledgehammer, compass, broken lever, compass, mask, compass, crumble. Yo! Thank you for the 8 months. Greatly appreciate it, my boy. If you're around Wednesday and or Friday, I just recently started Expedition 33. If you're interested in watching that playthrough on my end. Because I know you played through it, correct? Oh my god. Over halfway there to new subs. That's great. Yeah, I would also not be happy. But it's okay, because you didn't. You're not dead, mate. Did I get a book? I did not. We haven't done the history of Arindia, the first edition, yet. As much as I do need to practice reading something aloud, I'm going to wait still to do this. Well, maybe not. It'll probably give me all that I need for downstairs. Realm and Room were good. There was literally like only 2 or 3 pieces we were missing. Could try a new clue again. I think I'm just going to do drafting strategy 4. That was the one with the tools, I think. Lucky the rest of the party was close? Yeah. Well, I am sure he did. He was lucky he did a survey. He was also coworker spoiled the end of Act 1. Brutal. That sucks, boss. Need to play through it? Hell yeah. Well, in that case, you probably will not want to watch me play through. But I'll let you know the next time I'm booting something else up. I'm at least doing blueprints every Monday. That's what I was gonna say. Luckily, he's a throwaway character, so you know you can just go die, and it's okay. That's a shame. Story's incredible. Going in blind. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I think it's really cool. Gotta risk it for the information, as you should. Three death saves. Fails, but at a reroll. Nice. Nice. I mean, that's the time to use it. That is the time to use it. Okay. I'm going to lock in drafting strategy. Dude. I haven't gotten a key card yet. Dude. Man, this game genuinely hates me. Alright, we'll do the gallery puzzle since I need the gems. Oh, are they all just the same? Oh, so once you know, you know. Okay, well that's not nearly as bad then. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, go figure. Alright, we'll do the bunk rooms. I guess I'll eat the twin bananas. We'll try and solve some of these. We'll start here. Okay, chat. Now that we have a lot more people in chat as well, this may help all of us. So, all of these paintings are some kind of puzzle. They're supposed to be some kind of representation of a word. So I think the easiest example is something like this. That kind of shows what's going on. Vary is what is spelt here. Vary is also a table. Therefore, it is veritable. The bottle is a bottle of genuine. It's probably wine. Genuine. So various things like that are supposed to help solve these. This is probably the one that's going to be the easiest to start since it's the least amount of characters. I have to pee, so I'm going to leave it here in the BRB screen for you guys to think about. And I guess I myself will also be doing the same. I also just remembered, I still have not gotten room 8. Evidently, chat did not got this. Because I'm thinking about, like, you know, something about ice, skating on thin ice or something like that, even though it's obviously the word thick. I assume that this puzzle, this particular painting revolves around, like, authority in some capacity. Given the handcuffs and shooting fist. I'm genuinely... I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I guess like an old-timey speaker. Who the fuck knows? What a great puzzle. I'm not going to spend too long in here. Quite frankly, I'm probably just going to cycle the day. Since I can't do anything with the closed exhibit. It's a light? It's a light? Okay, I guess I see it lighting up the thick. I don't even remember what I tried last time, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the workshop. I'm gonna build the jackhammer just so I can be reminded what the fuck that thing does. Because I don't remember. I'm glad we understand how to get into the cloister. That much is very good. What was this supposed to do? Oh, I just hadn't built the jackhammer. That's actually insane. That's actually crazy. I could have swore. More effective than the shovel excavation. Digs deeper, finds better items. Cool. Cool. Wonderful. How many trophies do I need for? 8 workshop items. Reach 46. 46 in one day. 46 under an hour. Buy out the entire showroom. I'll do that eventually. I just need more money. Okay. I am going to see if I can go back to the library then, since we don't fucking need this. And we'll do the history of Orindia. Assuming I have enough feet. I should. He says, not having enough feet. And we'll just go to sleep in the library. Yeah. Wonderful. History of Orinda first edition. Actually, what is in here? Literally nothing but. I keep feeling like this fake crown is where the fucking key's gonna be. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, officer? Is there anything up? I don't know. I'm a man who does not know. Let's get out of here. Okay. Got a trophy. Good. Ding. That's an extra ding on the progress clock, guys. We're up. We are up. Archaeological museum. Nice. Cool. So continue. Right, I didn't get the clock tower. Annoying. So I didn't have enough gems. I think I'm at 26 gold now on my allowance. Yep. So today we're going to try for the library. I don't actually remember what all was missing in the history of Orindia, so that's going to be fun. Because some of it was just, I think it was just all redacted. I don't know if anything was torn out. Trading post, shelter. Shelter might be good here. Tool shed, we got the chance of getting items I haven't seen before. Like the wrench. Fucking however many hours it took me to get to the wrench. What, I have 50 hours in this game, right? It was like a 40 hours before the red showed up or some shit. Go with the shelter. Can get a free gem out of it too. Genuinely got the red today too. I love how I did this and it's a time. Oh no, it is still open. Good. Is there anything else? Genuinely got it like day 2 or 3. I love that. I genuinely love that. That's actually crazy, because that would have been so clutch earlier on in my run. Sleeping mask? No. What is this? Like a rabbit's foot. That's fine. I wonder if the perfect. If the rabbit's foot negates the maid room. Okay, vault. I need patio. We can make it a little bit rarer. Observatory. It's standard. That's fine. Great news, dude. We are actually so up right now, bro. Let's go, baby. That's what it is all about. If I could speak English. Yes. Yes. You are so right. You are absolutely correct. I will, like I said, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Commissary's probably not a bad push here. tunnel's really only good here if, like, I have something else going straight that I want. Me when I don't know. For courtyard. This run might be, like, super cooked. I do not have faith in it right now. Give me these, give me these, give me these, give me these. Give me these, give me these, give me these. Arindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters, though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen. Its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generation, in hushed circles, still refer to themselves as Arindians. Yet, we must not let the flame of our history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for the generations yet to come. Ah, well, we know about Castle Arindia. Ajira. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king of Arindia, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning townships in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification, of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the black banners of Arindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet, hostelry, along every thoroughfare from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. I think we did already note that Arindia was black. Yellow, orange, purple. Second Era. It was the 4th king of Arindia who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift and called his new realm Arinda Ares, after the angelic paragon of royalty, Arinda. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her a southern region of Iraja, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. The third era. As the second era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developed a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Araja. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. A promise that would unfortunately, as many readers will soon find, not be kept. Yeah, chat, you better be taking immediate notes, because I know I am. Okay, so what this does tell us is, because rail is a form of, no, okay, so we have naval, roads, horse, train. Okay, we do have trains. So rail could be for Araja. Have we done Arch? We have not. We've only done. We did already do. Okay, I can get rid of this because we already did. Orinda being black. We did that already. Because white is the other one. And or Arch, because what we currently have is Orinda, and we have. Okay, it can't be Arch because I think we currently have. No, this is Fen. Fen was the one that conquered. Yes. So, Orinda or Arch. Rails. Okay. The Fourth Era. We've seen that little symbol before. As the kingdom of Orinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolé III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Desolé was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Oris, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice. The city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare, yet not all were swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or as I've been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. After the passing of King Desolé III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age and surrounded by his people in Oris, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters, due to the fact that Desolé IV shared his father's good name, but little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained red. Very interesting to be choosing red for your primary color then. Hydrate, I got you. Posture check, I can adjust a little bit here, but we're not shrimping very much anymore. Now that I have a chair that actually supports my fucking back. Here you go, Banfrenar. How you doing, my boy? What's good? The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch, Ares, and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried one in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. And the current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen-Ares, Arch-Ares, and Eraja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. And as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us. A land that we each call home. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Arindia. Umur Moomer. Umur Moomer. Did you get any good lucky pulls this time? Awesome. Awesome stuff. Great way to end this too. So we're certainly seeing rails. There could also be some naval things going on here. So that's certainly something we can try. Wavy, rainy, stormy, snowy, windy, foggy. Unusual? We've done Orinda. We don't have to do Orinda. It's fog. So then Arch, Land of Storms. Okay, we actually might be able to complete Arch Aries now. Because we opened it, we just didn't finish it up. Gotta save your carrots for the SSR Nice Nature in a few weeks. Oh, I know you're gonna be pulling, boy. Got a Kawakami Princess support card. Nice. CJ, we gotta get your support cards up. I remember the last time you were streaming, you were saying you were neglecting your support cards. We gotta get those up, boy. This is Wild and Untamed Expanse. Eraja could be unusual. And then definitely Poetic. Or Spiritual. Okay, what was our... Looking for Arch Aries. What did we get? Rail for those. I don't know if they are tribal, agricultural, a metropolitan, academic, industrial, or spiritual. Which we could brute force it. I do think it is very funny that this book had to be purchased. The first edition of the book had to be purchased, so all the detective needed was to have a couple of clams. It's true. It's true. Got fine motion without the big 10 pulls, so now you're superstitious. Fair. Stop while you're ahead. Yeah, I agree. Marzensky's summer outfit, Super Creek Mummy, fine motion. You got all the pulls? Oh. I hear that. Gotta hold on to that luck for later. Don't use it all now. Okay, so I think I could brute force the Arch Aries mode. My guess is if it's untamed, it could be tribal, spiritual, or even academic. Okay. I think that is all I can do here. I'm probably going to have to get the rest of my information from classrooms. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. We have a whole half of the world, literal world, that we don't have books on. So. Mm. Inez Fujin is an Uma you're finding hard to believe exists. It's really hard to describe. The drop chance being like 0.00000 or something insane like that. Chat, you're about to get with ads. If you want to miss out on the ads, consider subscribing. You subscribe for free with Twitch Prime or for $6 a month, baby. I'll take that banana. What else is in here? What else is in here? Is there normally... Is there a key? 2 gold? Design's like too designy. Don't know. The other Umas are heavily detailed. Something feels out for Fujin. Is it like trying to think how to extrapolate here. Designs being too designy. Over designed doesn't like quite fit in, or under designed with the art style of the rest of the game. Dude. Brutal. All right. Guess we're just pulling off the hallway this time. I guess today we want to try and get enough gems to pull the clock tower. Since that's our next sanctum key. If I have enough feet by then, I will also go down and just try to finish. Whatchamacallit? Arch Ares, I think, is the sanctum key we opened. Feels like a guest character, someone with a completely different art style. I got you. I can feel that. That certainly makes sense to me. All of these suck. I'd rather go for the bacon and eggs. Like when 2B is a guest character in games, you're like, yeah. Oh yeah, I absolutely see that for sure. I also think it's very funny how many games 2B is actually in. Yeah, I know, right? 2B's definitely stand out. It's I gotta see if I can change my emotes and get a Dokes emote, because that would be really funny. I guess I'll put a conference room in here. Mama. I miss watching Dexter. This run is all right now. It's not bad. It's not great. Guess I didn't buy anything in commissary like I should have. Probably would have helped here. Foyer? Don't mind if I do. Apologies, we're about to be in hallway hell. I do think putting myself in hallway hell could be a valid strategy for filling this up. But like that would be the only thing we do when we have enough hallways, you know what I mean? It's like nothing else is gonna get done in hallway hell other than filling all the rooms up. Throw hands with the people who think about Meishi Dodo's Q. I see. I see. Cue the fauna quote. I kill you. Smiley face. I had to read the emote as an actual space there. Chat in Minecraft, chat, I was quoting. Chat, please, Twitch, please. Hell room. Here, corridor and perfect. Why not? And the shelter this run, right? Yeah, so we're actually perfectly fine with this room. Not them both being parlors too. That sucks. That's not the whole quote because you'd get a knock for threatening messages. Real. Someone has to get automated. I think the automod might have just tightened up a little bit. Got incredibly sidetracked what I wanted to do. How many feet? 44? Yeah, let's go back. I wanted to go to commissary. I know that there's no shovel, but there is a sledge. That was a wasted foot. I just wasted another foot there. Take the sledgy and buy some gems. Uncle James. I feel like I should buy the salt shaker. Right, let's do both of our parlor tricks, shall we? The gems are in a box with a false statement. Both statements on the blue box are true. Both of these statements are true. The gems are in this box. Gems are not in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. It's either white. I'm just going to assume it's white or blue. It's probably black, though. Boom, doesn't even matter. Easy. You were about to hand out an ass whooping. It sounded like your niece was talking to an adult on Fortnite and telling them where we live. Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, that would have been very bad. Glad you were about to swoop in there. We cannot be having that. We cannot be having that happen. No. All this money and nothing to spend it on. It's entirely my doing. Gems are in the blue box. Gems are not in the black box. Both these statements are false. The statement on the white box is false. The gems are not in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. Gems in the white box. Let's just make an assumption. Otherwise, it's in blue. Nope, didn't even matter. I just got a bunch of keys in my inventory. I didn't even grab these keys, actually. Because of the shaker animation being long, you were wondering how I got the game to think the wind-up key was a valid food source. Nice. Nice. I wish I could eat the wind-up key, honestly. I think Simon craves a little bit of, what, brass? Already have Roblox banned. Fortnite was almost not even on the table. Yeah. Yeah. Does Fortnite have good parental controls? You would think Roblox would, but, you know. Game's actually evil. So let's look at some gems in the flowers. Yep. Oh, the shovel. That's crazy. I could just completely miss the shovel. Hopefully get some turnips. Roblox CEO is in those redacted files. Ain't doing anything. Cook company? Yeah. Figures. Sees creeps as an opportunity? Yeah. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. A lot of gems now. Okay, well that's it. Let's go solve the room. Hallway. Solve the one room we have, and then the Morajai puzzle, which I could genuinely be sitting here for 2 hours doing. I've done it before. I'm still very mad about the fountain needing the basement key. I was like, that's ridiculous. Makes perfect sense, but had me crying in the club. Open sesame. I only need a couple more trophies left to get the blue tents, which I assume is not just a cosmetic thing. I would not be surprised if it is. Alright, let's go. Stormy. These are the modes, right? Good. So we can just do this into... Is this yellow? Yes, it is. And then we need... position first. I want it to be rails. Okay. So not academic. Not industrial. Not that we thought it was. Not spiritual. Certainly not poetic. This is what I think it is? No. Okay, that's incorrect. I guess we could just brute force all of these. If none of these work, it is... not by rail, but everything else we have should be correct. Spiritual. Okay. Okay, rails, not quite. I'm a fool. This is a turtle. industry. One of the hardest ones is that Fenari's box. The red is brutal. Yeah, no, I literally spent way too long on it, and it was very funny. I do want to figure out what order all of these go in, so I'll go back into the other chambers as well. What's this? Why is there a light here? It might be something clipping from the other room. Wow. What a beautiful instrument. Alright, let's do the Morajai box first. What is the yellow tiles will only move north. Archery was the very first realm to introduce a new color to give the traditional monochromatic tiles of the box. Given the number of ship routes and trade relations between the two realms, this is not surprising. Fittingly, the variation itself was based on the brass compass manufactured in Arch Ares that were often traded to sailors in exchange for the valued Morajai puzzle boxes. This is a turtle. It really was a turtle. And what's really funny about it is it's all because I had a dash right here to determine the terrain. And it ended up throwing me off. So, that's why. I thought the terrain had 4 prongs and not 3. Okay. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the rail tracks extended all the way north. Arch Ares is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Singa. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Arch Ares is the first city of steel. That's interesting. Okay, let's figure out where he starts. I'm pretty sure he ends his journey. Here. But this might actually be where he starts it. Aram's in 8 months. The objective is simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start. Questions like these are ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, spirit of true adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan as it happens. The road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. Herbert Journey. 20 plus dead ends gives the trophy. Good to know. Herbert Journey. Arinda. I don't know why I did it like this. Should do it in a list form. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So I think he ends back in Fen. I'm actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. Yep. Suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency. But I'm tempted to save the postmaster a trip, as it'll just wind up here once again. Okay, so Arinda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fen. So he starts and ends in the same place, which I was right about that. So he had to sail in from here, which means he probably comes to Arch Ares later, I'd say. This is Nuance, right? Yes, Nuance is green, which is great news. Doing all this like I'm not about to just shuffle everything around. Nuance was poetry, that we did know that. right? No, it's a Raja. Fuck. Where the fuck did I even get the knowledge and nuances green? What did I say was nautical? Morajai, okay. Okay. I don't know. I'll make this green for now. I don't think I have enough information on nuance. I think I kind of biffed it. In my notes, it should be... the lines. Yeah. Do I have the library still? Or is everything back out of that for now? I don't think there's enough for me to be able to brute force yet. I'll do the library still. This is about 5. Still gotta do all the inner sanctum bullshit. Not gonna be able to do the nuance yet. But I think we're close. I'm gonna double check the book. See if they mentioned nuance again, if there's anything else other than green, because I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. And then we'll do a new day. I guess realistically just gonna keep pounding Sanctum keys until I come up with something. I was thinking that maybe the drawing room safe would have been like the clock wasn't exactly working, so that would give me the date, but then the hands kept moving, so I was like, well, it's clearly not it. Just conference hall. No, it needs to go pool, hallway, 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 courtyard, library. I'm gonna go through this as soon as I'm done peeing. What's up, chat? I remember where it came from. I remember where it came from. Green is the more giant, one of the more giant boxes, maybe? Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. If green swaps... Actually, none of these. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Amazing. Call it a day. Doing another one. I'm sure I could have kept going, but I had limited feet. I think. Or was it keys? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That run, we had progress. It wasn't prematurely ended as far as I'm concerned. An offering. I mean, there's no reason for me not to play around with the shrine right now. Schoolhouse will give us more knowledge down below, but it'll add a shit ton of stuff to the pool that I don't really want. The problem with the vault is I still need a safety deposit box key. Like, a lot of things have to line up for that to work. Realistically, with the schoolhouse, I only need to go to grade 4 to get the maps that I need. And then I can start making a couple of extra deductions. I feel like the hovel is just not good in the late game. So I have so many gems, unless I'm like using the laundry to money launder the gems. Let's go with the shrine. And we'll do an offering of... Oh. Am I still under a blessing? This whole time I was under a blessing and I didn't even know it. Oh, jeez. I completely forgot. I should have done the fucking... It is a lot of gold, though. I should in the classroom. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm genuinely amazed that they're still getting fucking harder, dude. I want dead ends in my corners, bro. I gotta go and check our dead end run, how many we actually made. I mean, I guess I can do that now, right? Where's this room? Where is this room? What even is this, man? We got every other room but 8. That's also not counting the rooms we still have to draft. I need to do something? Okay, I didn't realize it was something I had to do. That's fine by me. There's still a lot of unknowns I have going on right now. Hallway hell. -10 times 2 is -20, so it's just 1. Square first. Goo goo ga 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 goo goo goo. Really nothing? It's fine. That's fine. I'm not upset at all. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Foyer. I know. I just know. Major key is going to become important. Ah. It's like I keep forgetting. I have the IO, the input output in the Black Bridge room. I still have to find the two remaining microchips. And I need to solve the castle word puzzle in the chess room. I wonder if this is gendered. Jari is like queen or something. One of these words determines the gender of the royalty. This game made your brain melt past a certain point. I mean, we're getting there. There's like so much that I'm still kind of like, I feel like I'm drifting on some ice, you know? And there's nothing I can do but wait for it to melt, get eaten by an orca or drown, you know? Because it's like I end up with more questions than I do answers, which is fine. You know, I think that's a good thing for the game. But I'm not yet in a position where I'm like, I gotta look up what's next, you know? I feel like I'm still in a position where I have enough discovery to kind of keep me going. Hopefully, at least. What would being eaten by an orca look like on stream? Very good question. Probably something horrific, I would assume. Maybe. Maybe. And I still need a date, dude. I need a date for it. I don't know what I'm doing. Annex not bad to do an axe. I don't want to put it on something I use a lot though, as much as like putting it on the vault because it's expensive. Makes sense. I want something that like, it's like the trophy room. It cost 5 gems, so you'd get 3, but now I get 8 no matter what, and it's a corner, so I can keep going. also just not axe anything right now. Don't need to do it. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Do I want Morning Star? Maybe. Well, that's nice. Dare mode, okay. I guess add to the master bedroom. Cute. Okay. Greatest purchase in the game. Speaking of the trophy room, literally, I just need the breaker box or a key card. Chat, you're about to get hit with the last wave of ads. If you want to miss out on those ads, consider subscribing. You can do that for free with Twitch Prime or for $6 a month. Remember when it was 5, chat? I sure do. I can rotate them. Oh, that's massive. Very cool. So we have 12. 6, 7, 8. So 12, 8 for a potential date if there's a safe in here. Should have a key though. An antique silver stopwatch. For the next 1 minute, you will not lose feet when entering rooms. Keys when opening doors. Or gems when drafting special rooms. Are you kidding me? Fun item, very. Very fun. Okay, I'm gonna get the Sanctum key out of this bad boy. Assuming it's fucking up here. Southward, I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. And this is... poetry. It's something attached to something. Okay, rook. Rook in the clock tower. Alright, what else do we have going on in here? Nothing up. Need 8 o'clock maybe? Okay, let's write these down. Moon, road, moon, north, east, crow. What else do we have here? We got fourth. Any other numbers? Not really. We got colors. I don't know what any of that means. Wonderful. Just go back down then. Make sure I'm correct. It is the clock tower. Well, wasn't doing all this for nothing. Clocks. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm glad past me was very vague. Oh. That's a very good question. Where is this actually supposed to be facing? Is it 610? Should I take it as like this is the face of the clock here? $6:10. Okay. Chad, are we chill if I just stand here for 15 minutes? I don't actually know how long the time change is.
We're actually getting there. We're pretty close. I don't have to wait for too long. I think. No, I'm confusing my hands. My hour minutes. I think it needs to be 2. I don't know if I can do 2 in the morning. That might be a thing.
Sometimes it's just how Blueprints goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Just need these arms in the right position. I guess I could try and take a crack at the rest of these rooms. The dark room scares the shit out of me right now because I don't have the breaker box. You have plenty of feet to be fiddling around right now, and I have a feeling... I have a feeling now that we have the clock tower, it'll make some, like, gong noise, will it not? Why do the clocks have arrows? Three... 3:45? Or 8:15? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this information. Okay, we can still do stuff off of the rotunda and the drawing room. Really bad timing. I guess we have the gems, just don't have the ability to rotate rooms. I was just thinking this could potentially be the run where we get something on every floor or every spot, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the thread. That's locked. I can put the secret garden key in there. Arguably, if this is locked, I can put the secret garden key there. That way I know exactly what room it's going to be. I'll do it here. Oh, it doesn't. It can only be on the side then, not a corner. That's fine. We'll use a lockpick and a normal key. That way the next one
need that room, but I can't. I can't. I gotta change my rooms.
Ballroom? I don't want to see that at all, actually. The less I see the ballroom, the better. Parlor room? Get that bastard out of here, too. Boiler room? It's fine. We can put you on standard. I think that's it, right? Rare. Rare. Perfect. Gallery? I should have used the secret. Secret. He's gonna secret. Commissary? Buy a couple more resources. What do we got? What am I low on? Keys. But you got nothing but gems. I guess I can do a shovel. Might be able to dig up a couple of keys here. It's my only one. The drawing room. We could just go off the rotunda. Oh, I'm actually a fool. I gotta do this all over again. It's fine. It's fine. 1, 2. 3. 4. Everything is, in fact, still writing on the breaker box, though. So I need to make a decision here. Do I roll, or do I just use the garden key? Nope, it's not locked. And it's a bedroom closet. It's fine. Key card, doesn't matter. Key card, we're actually still up. Okay, so I just have to luck out on a key darkroom pull. And I think I can do it. But I'm literally putting all my chips on luck right now. Because I cannot. Yep. Never mind. It's actually impossible. Key? Oh, of course it's a deposit box key. Fucking trolling me. Key? Old can. Alright. I'm gonna go sit in the clock tower for a second here. Plenty of feet. Could go down to the workshop. See where our hand is at. Getting there. It's gonna be a little bit. I guess there's a clock in a lot of these rooms, so I can just use that. Is it 1 or is it 2? It's definitively 2. Okay. I think we can make the run. Perfect. Brick, great. Rock, great. Nothing. Coins. Okay. It's fine. Maybe we get the locksmith off of the workshop here. We did not. Dining room will give us feet. Laboratory's useless here. Redraw for 1 dice. I think I'm gonna. Wasn't great. How many stars do I have? Go down a star, it's fine. I gotta try. What's the last special key I'm missing? Prism? Can I get it? If I get a silver key here, I think we're basically guaranteed. Nope. It's fine. It's okay. All right. Now we just hope. Does the prism key fit here? Oh, it'd be a red room. Oh, it'd be a red room. Okay, it just cannot be the furnace of the lavatory. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I had to believe in the RNG. It didn't happen. And of course, insult to injury, there's a key in here. Which is funny, because I can just print a key in the furnace. Wow. 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 Cool. Yep. It's Brett. Thin, thick, slim, restraint. is literally just something you cannot brute force. Actual objective. Veritable. Something about the sign. Everything's red. It's a red rose, red stop sign, red apple, red fire hydrant, red wagon. Red birds with P. Canaries are nothing to do with the letter P. P's on the right, not the left. Bro, I'm a man who has no fucking clue. Alright, I'm gonna sit in this fucking clock. Did I fucking miss it? Oh my god, did I miss it? I think I missed it, bro. No. Okay, we did not. We did not. Okay. We've at least got this going for us. So, chat. Come here often? Chat, I'm so fucking thrilled I got AI reading my goddamn emails, bro. What time are we eating? 2:30, I believe. Because I'm going based on this particular image. If I'm facing this way, it's 230, but if I'm supposed to be facing north, it's... So it's 9... $25. If I'm supposed to be this direction, let's just lock in for 230 for now. Let's just lock in for 230 now. We can at least wait for there. It's obtainable. It's attainable. That way, if this somehow miraculously dings me that sanctum key, we can at least do. I think we could probably get Iraja. So I think we can probably say that Iraja is also by rail. If it's not by rail, it's gonna be naval. I'm expecting like Nuance or something. Maybe? I can't remember if the turtle thing was literal. Because we could also say that Iraja is turtle based on it going, Iraja is really weird. I'm actually so mad it was the furnace. I'm genuinely very upset. Like, super deflated because of it. It was so uncalled for. And I knew, too. The thing is, I bet it was the furnace and the lavatory. Obviously, we'll never know. But it's okay. Okay, I'm starting to think this is not the case. And it may have been 130. South. Okay. This should be it. Just we got it on here. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's not 230. Okay, so if it's... Where do I need to be facing? If I'm facing north, it's what? 12, 1, 2, what, 5? 45. If it's when we know 230 didn't work. Could be 9:15 as well is another one. I unfortunately do not know how long I'm gonna stomach waiting. Probably try 5, whatever. If not, we'll try and do a clock tower push earlier next week. So we can just literally sit here. Overall, a lot of progress done today, though. Even if we did not get all floor spaces. I was partially correct that the hallway hell would be good, though. You're back? Welcome back. Open the map again. It should be oriented correctly there. Yeah, that's 2:30. Unless it's 1:30. In which case we already missed it, so it doesn't matter. Welcome back. So I missed it on rip anyway, then. Because I think I opened the clock tower at 1. That's how it goes. Okay. All right. Well, that's it then. That is it. No more blueprints. It's not past that? Okay, cool. That's fine. It is what it is. Goodbye, blueprints. Cool. I will make a note then. Clock at 1:30. Cool. That'll be it for me. I will be back on Wednesday, chat. Wednesday for more blueprints. Still trying to feel out whether or not Fridays are going to stay or not. I am not a man who knows. I'm not a man who knows. If you want more blueprints, see me back on Monday for more of that. Like I said, my primary goal is to try and get all the red letters for the lore and finish out the bottom rooms. I think all the challenge stuff I am more than happy doing on my own. But that might change if this takes me several months to complete now that we're on the shorter window. But yeah, that'll be it, chat. I will see you guys for Expedition 33. We will all be French Wednesday. Okay? Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Have a good one. Bye-bye.